by McAfee and all of Carahsoft's cybersecurity solutions. Explore them at carasoft.com/cyber.
Experience. Be sure to visit Hauser.com.
With a SunTrust checking account, stay on top of your money with all the right ingredients. Get free helpings to online resources and tools to help make your money grow. Manage your spending by receiving alerts. And help yourself to seconds on your money with cash back with SunTrust deals. Open an account today at suntrust.com/checking. Must have online banking to participate in SunTrust deals. SunTrust, now Truist. Member FDIC.
518. Traffic and weather on the 8s to Joe Conway in the WTOP Traffic Center.
Well, as it gets darker and the visibility gets worse and the roads maybe start to refreeze a bit, lots of spin-out crashes getting reported all around the Capital Beltway, primarily, though, on the Maryland side. We'll start with the crash on the inner loop after 355. That was the long-standing jackknife tractor-trailer. That one, that's some good news there. It's been cleared. Everything's on the right shoulder. But as you head east on 495, watch for the crash near University Boulevard. Believe we found that in camera. It is along the left side from what we see with the flashing lights and response rolling up. On around the Beltway on the inner loop before Pennsylvania Avenue. We're in Prince George's County now. That crash activity, you should be able to get by in all travel lanes. That should be out of the way. Had a crash reported on the outer loop after 202 under police direction. Then on around the Beltway back into Montgomery County. Crash on the outer loop ramp to go south on 29. That ramp was temporarily stopped with the crash. 95 Maryland northbound. The crash north of 212 heading toward the ICC was reported as a rollover. Police are there with it. Not sure what is blocked just yet. 95 southbound. Your crash was reported before Route 32, blocking the two right lanes. Over on 295 southbound, your crash was near or just beyond the exit for 175. Again, should be under police direction. Driving in Virginia, no reports of any problems on the Beltway or on 95. 66 westbound after exit 73 for Route 29. Crashing cameras, spin out crash, single vehicle on the right. Police are there. No reports of any major problems right now on the highways in the district. I'm Joe Conway, WTOP Traffic.
And now to Storm Team 4 meteorologist Mike Stiniford.
Yeah, one thing we're watching right now is that some temperatures across the northern suburbs have actually fallen a couple degrees. It's 28 degrees in Leesburg, also in Gaithersburg. And because of that, a lot of the ice and slush, water and slush on the roadways is now freezing again. And that is going to lead to some really slippery conditions over the next several hours. So keep in mind that even if you're not seeing any falling precipitation right now, the roads are becoming quite slick. Winter storm warning continues for the entire region. Right now, Storm Team 4 radar showing a band of moderate sleet and snow affecting much of the Beltway from 66 to the I-95 interchange and then eastward to around Alexandria. And then it's mainly snow across the rest of the Beltway all the way to around the Landover area. And then eastward along 50, we're seeing snow with a little bit of sleet all the way through Bowie into the Annapolis area and on to the Bay Bridge. So we are going to see a mix of sleet and snow across the northern suburbs for the next several hours. Sleet and rain will become mainly rain across the southern suburbs over the next couple of hours as temperatures begin to warm across the upper atmosphere. Overnight, generally just some light rain or drizzle north and just a little bit of drizzle south, light snow or flurries north and light rain or drizzle south. Lows will be in the 20s to lower 30s, but as I've been mentioning here, roads are going to start to freeze and we are going to see some problems with icy roadways. Light wintry mix and snow Monday morning. Then we'll see some snow showers Monday afternoon as an area of low pressure comes off the coast, and there could be additional accumulation, especially over the northern suburbs. Highs on Monday will be in the low to mid 30s. Down to 28 in Gaithersburg right now, also in Leesburg, Camp Springs 31. And right now, Dick, we've got some light still in 32 at Reagan National.
Okay, Mike, and we have 28 outside our studios in Friendship Heights. Brought to you by Len the Plumber. Trusted, same-day service, 7 days a week.
Open Signal Awards based on average speeds in USA 5G User Experience Report January 2021. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Beachcombing, baking cookies, learning French. Aren't these what you'd rather be doing than thinking about your Medicare prescriptions? Well, Walgreens is here to help you get back to it with convenient refill and pickup options, expert pharmacists to answer all your questions, and Medicare copays as low as $0. Zero. Which is also the number of cares in the world you'll have as you stroll the beach, eating cookies and speaking French. Oh la la. Walgreens.
$0 copays apply to Tier 1 generic drugs and select plans where Walgreens is a preferred pharmacy.
548. Traffic and weather on the 8s. Joe Conway now in the WTOP Traffic Center.
Well, Dick, the main story seems to be spin-outs. Folks maybe not driving as slowly as they should and respecting the fact that the roads are still wet and slippery and maybe even refreezing as the temperatures fall and it just gets darker and darker. Visibility remains poor all over the metro area. If you're driving in Virginia on the outer loop of the Beltway, the crash near Van Dorn Street, the spin-out crash along the left, we've got that one in camera. You stay to the right to get by with a brief delay. 66 West, they were clearing the crash west of the exit for exit 73 for Route 29, although activity remains along the right. Toll road crash was eastbound on 267 near Hunter Mill. You'll be under police direction with major delays. Sounds like only a lane is able to get by. In Maryland, on the inner loop of the Beltway, the crash near University Boulevard in camera, you're getting by. That one staying to the right. On the outer loop of the Beltway, after 202, the two right lanes were blocked with that. There, you're staying to the left to get by. On 295 southbound, your wreck was south of 195. They were getting you around it. It was a bit of a slowdown, as you might expect. Had an earlier crash over on 95 southbound near 32. Believe that's been pushed to the shoulder. Your lane should be available. Caller told us about a crash on 270 northbound. It was near the exit for Clarksburg. You're getting by that one, staying to the right, squeezing to the right, in fact. Couple of wrecks from the same caller on Route 4. One was southbound south of 301. Police were directing. Had a separate one northbound on Route 4 after you leave 258. There again, you're getting by under police direction. Brought to you by Merrill Guided Investing. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. I'm Joe Conway, WTOP Traffic.
Now Storm Team 4 meteorologist Mike Stiniford.
We had this messy mix of snow and ice just pushed right through the district, and roads became very slippery very quickly, so do watch out, especially now that the sun is set and we're getting dark. And this messy mix of snow and ice now affecting the top portion of the Beltway in between the 270 split in the I-95 intersection, and then eastward all the way to much of Route 50 to Annapolis, seeing this messy mix of snow and ice too. And that's moving up the I-95 corridor as far north as the Laurel area, and that's heading toward Baltimore. So it is slick, especially bridges, overpasses, and on and off ramps, and your secondary roads quite slick right now. And we're watching a mix of rain and sleet across the southern suburbs, which is affecting the portions of the I-95 corridor. And here too, we are seeing some slick spots. So this is going to be the story for the next couple of hours. This is this final band of precipitation that's going to come through with some accumulation, some ice. Then later tonight, a little bit of snow flurry activity north and a little bit of freezing drizzle across the district and just some light rain or drizzle south. But temperatures are going to be in the 20s to lower 30s overnight, and roadways are going to be very slick for the drive into work tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning could be a few snow flurries, a little bit of a wintry mix, but by tomorrow afternoon, we'll see another round of snow showers developing as an area of low pressure comes up the coast. And there could be additional accumulations tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, especially across the northern suburbs. Highs only in the low to mid 30s. I think we might have some leftover snow showers on Tuesday, blustery and cold, highs in the mid to upper 30s. 28 in Leesburg right now, 28 in Gaithersburg. Dulles Airport reporting some freezing rain, 32. And right now, Dick, we've got light snow, 32 at Reagan National.
Great, Mike. We're at 5:51. It's the first time in years that kids in this area have been able to
light wintry mix or snow in the morning hours. Could be some snow showers in the afternoon with some accumulation and highs in the low to mid 30s. I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Mike Stiniford.
with 28 degrees in Washington at 5:59.
You're listening to WTOP, Washington's top news. Live, local, and constantly updated. 24/7, 365. On the radio, on your smart speaker, the WTOP app, and WTOP.com. This hour of news is sponsored by Lido Pizza. Lido Pizza never cuts corners.
Good evening. Coming up, we continue to monitor the snowfall amounts across the region. An update on how much snow to expect and where it should continue to fall straight ahead.
Snow continues to fall in the D.C. region as we check up on local roads. I'm Valerie Bong.
A snow emergency has been declared. What it keeps you from doing. I'm Christopher Cruz.
Lots of school closings to get you caught up on. We'll have the list coming up 6 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Lisa Mateo. New COVID regulations begin this week. More from CBS's Manuel Bajorquez.
Starting Tuesday, not wearing a mask on most forms of public transportation will be considered a violation of federal
effect for the entire listening area. We start tonight with WTOP's Valerie Bonk, who has been out on the roads all evening. Road conditions mostly wet, she says, as the storm moves through.
In Montgomery County, flurries have seemed to turn into a wet, wintry mix. Things are mostly slushy. Here near Rockville Pike and Cedar Lane, there aren't many cars on the roads. Most of the trouble is on side roads. The main roads are clear, just wet. Visibility can be difficult at times due to the glare off the roads and some of the slush kicking up from the tires. I've also seen a lot of slippery sidewalks in the area, so watch out for that. Sporadic flurries and rain and sleet are in the forecast as the evening continues. Valerie Bonk, WTOP News.
Meanwhile, snow emergency plans are in effect region-wide through Tuesday morning. You're being told to stay off the roads unless you're an emergency responder, a medical professional, or you are involved in snow removal.
If you have to drive, ensure you're in a vehicle equipped for snow travel. If things get tough and you have to abandon your vehicle on a snow emergency route, let police know. In most cases, abandoned vehicles are being towed immediately. While the snow emergency is in effect, you can't park on snow emergency routes. You could be ticketed and towed. And officials say if you can, put abrasives like rock salt, de-icer, or non-clumping kitty litter on sidewalks to reduce the possibility of icing and to prevent slips and falls. Christopher Cruz, WTOP News.
And the snow is causing cancellations to your vaccine appointments as well. Prince George's County canceling appointments for Monday. If you are scheduled to receive a vaccine, you'll get an email with your rescheduling information. Should you be able to fit you in, they say on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday of this coming week. Anne Arundel County also closing its vaccine clinics tomorrow. Expect a call or email from the health department to reschedule your appointment. Anne Arundel saying they expect to have their vaccine clinics back up and running on Tuesday. Maryland's Governor Larry Hogan telling people to verify the appointments for whenever they are scheduled to get their shot. In Virginia, Fairfax County will notify people scheduled to receive their vaccines tomorrow. They'll receive a notice with a link to reschedule sometime next week. And Loudoun County also canceling its vaccine appointments tomorrow. Everyone has been asked to contact and find out when you are rescheduled. Planning on taking Metro Bus, you might want to have a backup plan. The website showing several routes have been canceled or even detoured. Metro Bus is operating on what is called a moderate snow service plan with suspensions and detours meant to avoid things like hills and narrow streets. Trains are operating on a mostly normal schedule. Metro says trains can operate normally in 6 inches or less of snow, but they warn minor delays could be possible as de-icer trains run between the passenger routes. Scheduled work, by the way, on the Addison Road, the Arlington Cemetery, and the Yellow Line Bridge has also been suspended. All the details straight ahead on how much more snow we can affect and just how dicey it is out there in traffic and weather together on the 8s. It's 6:06.
This season,
Laura in the traffic center. We're kind of dicey out there tonight.
Well, it sure is. The snowfall has really taken a toll on the Beltway this evening. In the last few hours, we've had several mishaps. Some have cleared and others with police and safety service crews sorting things out. Let's start in Maryland. Outer loop after Route 202 Landover Road. At last check, the right lane was blocked with a crash. Had a crash on the Montgomery County side of the Beltway as well. Inner loop near University Boulevard. That crash had the left side taken away. And there's a crash just reported on the outer loop near Allentown Road, also along the left side. Meanwhile, the crash on the Virginia side near Van Dorn Street, that was just cleared from the left side. I-270 north near the Clarksburg exit. Watch for the crash that had the left side blocked. No problems reported on both the BW Parkway and I-95. Route 50 doing well, good across the Bay Bridge for now. Callers confirm a solo spin out is blocking the right side of the ramp from eastbound Route 32 to southbound Route 1. On the Virginia side, 66, the crash that was westbound after Route 29, Roslyn, where the snow is still falling at a good clip, is now cleared from the roadway. Meanwhile, I-95 north near the Franconia-Springfield Parkway, the crash there is in the express lanes. It's along the left side. WTOP reporters are driven by Fitzgerald Auto Mall. Shop Fitz first and save money on new Toyotas, Hyundais, and Subarus. Visit fitzmall.com. Transparency you can trust. Rick McClure, WTOP Traffic.
Rick, thank you. Now let's get the latest on the storm as it continues to move through the area. Here is NBC4's Mike Steniford. Good evening.
And good evening, Dale. Watching some moderate snow between Frederick and Hagerstown right now, especially around the South Mountain area. That's always a tricky road to be on 70 there when it snows, so do be careful there. And there's some moderate snow from Frederick northward all the way to the Mason-Dixon line. Closer into the district, we're seeing a messy mix of sleet and snow along I-95 from the Beltway all the way to Baltimore, and the roads are slick here. In Route 50, we're seeing some patchy areas of snow and sleet, too. Further to the south, rain with some sleet mixed in along the I-95 corridor from the Beltway all the way to Fredericksburg. And we're seeing a good amount of sleet now falling across much of Charles County in Maryland right now, stretching to portions of northern portions of St. Mary's County and the northern half of Calvert County, too, in southern Maryland. So do watch out here as roads will be quite slick with that sleet coming down. This will be the last hit of precipitation that will accumulate for tonight. It'll be out of here by about 8 o'clock. Then later tonight, chances of snow flurries, a little bit of drizzle across the metro area, a little bit of drizzle south. But temperatures are going to fall below freezing. In fact, in many areas, it already is below freezing. and roads will be quite slippery overnight. Lows will be in the 20s to lower 30s. Light wintry mix or some light snow tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon, some snow showers will redevelop, especially across the northern suburbs where there could be some accumulation. Highs be in the low to mid 30s. Blustery and cold on Tuesday. Maybe some snow showers, especially before noon, and highs in the mid to upper 30s. Down to 27 in Gaithersburg, where the snow is still continuing. Warrington reporting some drizzle, 32. And right now, Dell, we have a temperature of 31 at Reagan National with a little bit of light snow.
Thanks. It's 6:11 on WTOP. Now the latest school-related closures for tomorrow. Virtual learning in Montgomery County in the public school system there will start on time. All offices also opening on time. Childcare and other in-person activities could begin at 11:30 a.m. and meal distribution at 12 noon. The Montgomery County Public School System says they will update all their information by 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. All distance learning in Loudoun County, the public school system there, canceled. All offices are closed. Staff being told don't report. In-person learning in the Culpeper County school system also canceled. 12-month employees not to report. Essential personnel reporting at 10 a.m. The Falls Church City schools are closed. All activities canceled. Virtual and hybrid classes are canceled in Fauquier County in the public school system there. Administrative offices will be closed. Arlington County says its public school buildings and offices are closed. Telework eligible employees should work from home. Manassas City public schools will be closed and in code blue. Spotsylvania County public schools closed as well. 12-month employees on code red. And Fairfax County public schools will have virtual learning tomorrow. Extracurricular activities, though, and other programs will be canceled. Fredericksburg City public schools will be closed. 12-month employees on a code red. Virtual classes in Prince William County, the public schools there, canceled with a code red in effect. School buildings and offices are closed. And Stafford County public school buildings will be closed. Staff there working from home. Alexandria City public school buildings closed. All programs and services canceled. For all the latest closures and delays, go to WTOP.com. It's 6:13. Police in Maryland and Virginia have been busy. Virginia State Police responding to more than 250 crashes and 230 disabled vehicles.